Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Cookiecast. Today on Cookiecast, it's part 2 of our 2-part football podcast. You can't see the forest for the trees. So we've watched the game, and it's time to review it, get the old football facts flowing, and then there's even time for a cheeky quiz. So check this one out. This is You Can't See the Forest for the Trees, part 2.
Whew. It's like we never left. What do you mean never left? We didn't ever leave.
We should have at least swapped spaces or something.
I have absolutely not got dinner on me.
I think I can honestly say that.
Tosser.
I don't think I've got anything on me.
Tosser.
So I don't think we need to be going back over the predictions.
So as it transpires, none of us can predict football games as well as we first thought.
Incidentally, can you still see what the odds were on the actual result?
No. Do you know why?
Because they change as the goals go in.
Because they change as the goals go in and the result has already happened.
Yeah, but it might just have said what the odds were pre-game.
You're a silly fucking idiot,
okay.
James.
No one's won 300.
I would be able to if I worked in the betting establishment. But sadly,
You know. Go on then, Andy, remind us what we predicted.
So, the Arsnel Vs Chelsea game has now finished.
it has.
And the finishing score was...
Chelsea 4, the Arsenal 1.
No surprises.
Andrew got the result correct.
Didn't get the result correct. Do take a point away there.
No, you got the result correct, not the score correct.
I'm the only one that predicted the...
Oh yeah,
correct
we'd gone across all the results there, hadn't we? The win-loss and the draw.
Do we know the goal scorers?
We do.
So for Arsenal, I'll tell you that none of us got it. It was Iwobi.
Woobs.
Right.
And for Chelsea,
The goal scoring was opened by Olivier Giroud.
I swear someone said Giroud.
The second goal was scored by Pedro. And the third and fourth goals were scored by Eden Hazard.
Okay.
So all of Chelsea's front line.
Yes.
James, I mean...
No points.
Nil point. Paul Williams.
Uno point.
Uno point.
Did you?
I mean,
I believe I had
Pedro.
I don't think anybody's going to be surprised to hear
3 points.
3 points.
It is this now. This one is tied to the Champions League, so I can still redeem myself in terms of the scoring. I thought this was like because
Not really, because this is...
Well, we've got.
Okay.
There'll be a total for the week,
yeah.
so it's whoever wins the week. I'm
Yeah.
obviously,
Well, this is risky business.
I'm already
Murky.
well ahead.
Murky territory.
What did you have?
I had 2-1 to Chelsea.
So a point.
So a point.
Giroud and Hazard.
Yeah.
Of course he did.
Slagathor.
Sure, there was something about people being able to predict games before all this happened.
I see. He's giving it fucking big licks, is he?
So that 350 quid. Looking like more promising, isn't it? I am gonna tell you that I did in part 1 of the podcast go back over the weeks that are in this book. To do a full season, I'd have to drag all that out, and I'm not even sure I'd recorded it all. But it was weirdly, it was very close. Paul won the first week in this book. I'm just going by this book. I think you won the second week. And then between you two, it did a bit of that when this guy gets involved. And then it was like Paul won a week, James won a week, I won a week. And then there was obviously the three, four.
No one likes a bragger.
I'm just saying.
So did you win?
Of the pundits on the podcast, I am currently winning, and that winning that there will not help that anymore.
So you've won.
No, yeah. I was more than a week ahead, so I will probably win the season.
Well done.
Obviously, the way that will work is we'll go back, add up all the money that I should have had in bet, and then divide it between the two of you, and then PayPal, bank transfer, anything's fine. I think it's about $2,500 a piece.
It's fine.
So,
you can take it out of our pundit fee.
Yeah, about that. I've spoken to the lawyer, and he said to get your people to ring my people, and we'll do lunch.
We'll do lunch.
I don't know what that meant. Other than
It seems he can do it better than we can do it anyway.
I mean, do you want to talk about the game? 4-1's a bit of a...
So going into half time, all to play for. 0-0 at half time. You could argue that Arsenal were the team on top.
I'd only been watching bits and pieces.
Chelsea had probably had the better of the chances. Giroud pulled a smart save out of check down at his left-hand side. Xhaka had managed to graze the bar.
I think the highlight of the first half for me was
hammer blow shot.
Aspilicueta just running at Kepa and taking him out.
See, I missed this, as I believe I was urinating.
Paul missed something because he was in the toilet. That's a surprise, right?
It's the first time for everything, James.
Yeah.
And obviously, second half, Sarri's been at the boys in the half-time team talk. He's come out and he's been like, right lads,
Sort it.
I'm going to nip out and have a quick tab.
When I get back.
When I get back.
You better not be here.
He did have his victory cigar ready, didn't he?
He did. He had a lovely looking little stogie.
Needed a cutter for that bad boy. That was.
It was tapered at the end.
It was. So he might have got away with a little
punch.
Or
just biting the end off.
Yeah, but because he could have, he'd still had a bit of wiggle room on it, wouldn't he? Ooh, that reminds me. I'm pretty sure there was mention of whiskey star.
Can you imagine?
Rammed it at Shea Williams.
I need some fucking furniture first.
Apparently,
I think cigars have been banned.
One of the crucial elements of that evening has been banned from Shea Williams.
She's flat out denied it. She's flat out refusing. She's like, not happening, lads. If you want to be doing that, you got to go through me. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you're giving it Billy Big Bollocks when she's
oh, yeah,
I mean, anything other?
Well, we've
probably
probably seen the last of Hazard in there.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of lasts.
English team.
Couple of lasts in there. So last game for Petr Cech, he's retiring at the end of the season, and apparently moving back to Chelsea in a sporting director role.
Really?
So there was a lot of people who were saying he probably shouldn't have played.
That's why you let him win then.
Yeah, exactly. Rumours that Hazard will be moving on to Real Madrid for probably over 100 million.
Ridiculous amount of money.
Yeah.
I mean, he's well up there with most with the best player in the world, I would imagine.
Yeah, well, certainly this season.
It's difficult playing for Chelsea to get a Ballon d'Or though when they're like they are.
Well, you could argue it's difficult to play for any
British
club. Well, English. No offence to Celtic and stuff, but you're never going to win it. You're never going to win a Ballon d'Or playing for Celtic, are you? Sadly. Yeah, it seems to be that you have to play in Spain to be getting the.
When was the last non-Spanish one?
Ronaldo.
Was it?
I think Ronaldo won it when he was at Man United.
Yeah.
So, and then it's been passed back and forth between him and Messi, apart from last year. When Modric stepped in and was like, "All right, lads, nice little party you've got going on here."
I was going to say he's been a good player for a number of years, hasn't he? Been a good player for a number of years, and obviously that World Cup run helped him.
Yeah, he was definitely the best player at the World Cup. Like,
yeah,
it was the chasm in style or quality between him and Jordan Henderson in the World Cup semi-final was quite there for all to see. Let's put it that way. Jord.
I don't mind Jord.
Of course you don't, because you're a heathen.
Literally any player, he's like awful. You're like,
no, because he just says it on. He just
player.
Says, I swear to God, he says stuff to get a rise.
No.
Robbie Savage, great pundit. Love him.
No, I didn't say great pundit. I was like, I don't mind Robbie Savage. So don't. No.
I think this evening, because he's been saying it for a few weeks, and this evening I'm like, I think he might write.
He's only bringing this up because I brought the Robbie Savage one up earlier.
I think you do just wait for him to go, oh, I hate that guy, and you're like, oh, I don't mind him.
Right, hang on.
Go on then, play. Would you rather this player or this player?
No, it's just a case of we need to do like the acid test. It's a case of universally hated players.
Right.
Rooney.
So obviously, we start with the creme de la creme.
Rooney's not a universally hated player.
I wouldn't say he's universally hated. We start with the creme de la creme.
Yes, absolutely.
Of universally hated players.
Joey Barton.
Yeah, with you.
Despised by all.
Suarez.
Luis Suarez.
He's good at what
Great
he does.
Footballer.
He's good at being. I'm just going to drop the C-bomb now. He absolutely excels at being a cunt. That is his game.
Okay.
He goes out there
with
the intention of winding the opposition up into mistakes and stuff. He does it very well.
Okay, next one.
Yeah.
Pepe.
I've got no feelings on Pepe. I don't know anything about Pepe.
He once got, I think it was like a 12-game ban in Spain because he pushed a guy to the ground and then ran over him and kicked him up the arse. Very, very hard.
Who's the guy that put the cigar out in the kid's eye?
That's Joey
Barton.
Yeah, we've
Scum.
already gone in with him.
Absolute scum. I'm just trying to think. Ooh, Kyle Lafferty.
Where's that come from?
Because he's just a dick.
Why though?
Because he's just awful. He's the guy who got a player sent off by feigning injury and stuff like that. He threw himself to the ground. He's just always giving it fucking this. He's just a horrible little bastard.
He was in here last night giving it all that.
Crab. Classic.
So you're on. So you say going with the universally hated players or players you don't think like. So on a different topic then, why don't you go into overhyped players?
Ooh, I like this one. Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
Do you think he's overhyped?
Of course he fucking is.
I was going to say we should go the other way. So like universally liked players.
Gary Lineker.
Lineker, all round good egg. Criminally overhyped players.
I don't think you can put Ruben Loftus-Cheek in overhyped because I don't think he is super hyped.
Well, obviously,
I think he's a lot better than you think he is.
A1 in overhyped players.
David Beckham.
We're obviously going to agree on the number one.
No, because no, David Beckham.
Rooney.
He's not overhyped because he's excellent.
I think we'll agree on the number one.
Overhyped player. Is this a British player?
No. He's based in Britain.
Oh, I thought you were going to go Neymar there for some reason.
No. I think he's justified the price.
He's based in Britain.
Yeah.
We're going to agree he's overhyped.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to agree. I think it's the one you're going with. Are you going for Pogba?
Of course I fucking am.
I don't know.
One that's new to the table. Marcus Rashford. Thoughts?
Bit up and down, really.
He's not had the best.
I used to talk with Tim about this a lot when like he first broke into that team, like where Van Gaal just basically used him because there was no one else. Because he looked into the team and just took his chance, really. We always maintained that, yeah, he looks all right, but United have got basically a squad full of shithousers and not a world class player anyway. Like he's not of the quality that United historically had. Last season and early parts of this season, thought he was excellent.
Would agree.
Not had a great closing to the season.
No.
And kind of when the team's playing bad, that's like the mark of a good player that can kind of continue whacking those performances and like
grabs everyone by the bootstraps.
That's something that comes up like every third podcast or something that gets mentioned.
There's so many good players that are only good when the team's playing good, and that's not when you need them. But I don't think Rashford is over. I don't think he gets that much hype. I think he deserves his place in the England squad. I think outside of... I don't have much time for Kane. I think he is one that is overhyped.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't have much time for Kane at all. But outside of Kane, I think Rashford is you go to English forward. But that's not to say that he's not amazing. It's just that I don't think we have a very
There's a bit of a dearth of talent.
Yeah. I mean, Jamie Vardy was looking
tired anyway.
Yeah, looking good for a part. Outside of that, I mean, Sturridge has had a wasted career.
Yeah, he's never really sort of kicked on after that season he had with Suarez, has he? Disappointing. So you need to throw some out there then.
Overhyped players. It's going to be unpopular. Kane.
Or not justified the...
Kane.
See, I can't say you can say it with Kane, because ever since he's come into the team, he's always scored goals.
I think Kane needs so many chances to get those goals.
The last 2 weeks, the statistic that's been thrown out is that Chelsea play better when Kane's on the bench.
Tottenham. Yeah.
Sorry.
Or when he's injured.
Yeah, but I mean, Spurs fans have even said that. They've said that they're a more balanced side when he's not in the team. But
because
you can't argue with his goal scoring record.
No, you can't. But probably what they're saying is that a lot of the chances, if they come to Son in the same place, or I don't know when like Ali's playing a bit further forward, they're making another pass to put like a better chance on. Kane wants to take the chance all the time for himself early.
If you have a player,
he needs a lot of chances to convert.
Up there, like top of the game sort of thing. The rest of the team generally rests a bit back. It's like, oh well, he'll do it. He'll sort it. He'll score the goal. But if that person's then removed, it's like a collective, like a hive mind that goes, well, we all have to put another 10% in.
Yeah,
and that's
maybe
where the balance comes from.
Maybe. I just think Kane's too, and he does it for England as well. I think he's a bit greedy. I know strikers have got to be greedy. I think that's a trait that you'd want. But he'd be one. One that I felt like came to the Premier League with hype and has just been not awful but not great. Keita.
Naby Keita. He's been a bit unlucky with injuries. He's been injured quite a lot this season. So
even when he's been in the team, granted, yeah, so injuries can like wreck your momentum.
That's the thing. Give him a chance to get like a full season behind him or something like that.
I don't know if he got hyped though because he was part of that like Leipzig team that just overachieved.
Yeah. No, that's a fair point.
I don't know about any other ones really. I mean, arguably half the keepers in the Premier League are probably overhyped.
It's a tough one now because the way that fees are going, no one's worth the money that anyone's paying for them anymore. But
I tell you, one massive fee in the Premier League was absolutely worth it. Van Dijk.
Yeah, but again, 75 million.
Massive influence on that team, though.
Absolutely, I wouldn't disagree, but I mean,
I know it's the way of the football world, but I honestly can't. I can't get behind you saying that person worth 75 million.
No, it's bizarre. I mean,
I think in relative terms, though.
Yeah, no.
Van Dijk 75 million is a massive fee, but then when you're looking at players that aren't even really that world class that are going for like 50 million,
so
it makes it look.
You've said multiple
really
times. If somebody's going for 50 million and you've never heard their name before,
something's gone wrong.
Something's wrong.
It's the money. It's the teams that
Well,
signed.
look at Jorginho. How much did Jorginho move? That was a lot of money.
56 million or something like that.
Right? Do we agree? Awful.
Well, I've not seen enough of him play to make a decision, to be honest with you. But the thing with Van Dijk that always makes me smile is that, so I've got a mate who's a Celtic fan, and he was calling for years that miles better than any other player in the Scottish League. It's just not even like close. He's a centre half, and he was regularly getting double figures when he was playing for Celtic because he just basically picked the ball up and just basically walk through everyone and score because he was that much better than anyone else in the league.
He's definitely a ball playing defender,
massively so.
But
then
he can do the
big threat corners because he's strong, he's powerful, he's big, he's got a good head on him and stuff like that. So he signed for Southampton for 12 million, I think it was. They paid for him, or 10 or something like that.
See,
and at the time,
I'd have been thinking that's quite a large fee. Yeah, okay, looks good for Celtic, but honestly,
it was in that time where all Southampton were doing was basically saying, right, you know, Liverpool keep nailing us for our players.
We're just going to we're going to Celtic.
We've had quite a few good players from Celtic here, so if we just keep, tapping away at that well, if we pay, slightly over the odds for that guy, Liverpool are going to come knocking and be like, just slide us out to a couple like 5 million, just on the top. So when he went to Southampton for like 10 or 12 million, at the time the guy was like, I don't know why he's aimed too low there. He should be in the top 6. He should be at a top 6 club. He's a top 6 defender and stuff like that. And all of his mates were like, I don't know. He's come from Celtic, and he was like, seriously, I know the league's terrible, but this guy's he's on another level. It's like he's absolutely awesome. And him and his mates.
Where did he come from Celtic? Where's he Dutch? Presumably he came straight out of Holland.
I don't know. Straight out of Holland. I don't know, like Roda JC or something.
Some stuff straight out of Holland.
Oh dear. Something like that. I don't know where he was at before Celtic, but and him and his mates were talking about it, and he was like saying that they used to do a predictions thing, and they had to each put in a bold prediction, and every single season he said Van Dijk will be in the team of the year for the Premier League, and then obviously he'd play. Got injured for Southampton. I think when he first came across, he didn't really play that much, and then I think he was only maybe at Liverpool, at Southampton for another season or two. And then Liverpool tried to sign him, and he didn't go at first. Then he went in the January transfer window last year, and obviously now this year he's just been given player of the season. Groningen. Yeah. So this guy, it was quite funny because
instantly, when you said he was getting like double figures every season with Celtic.
Mm.
In 76 appearances, so 3 years, he scored 9 goals.
Oh. I could have sworn he was getting loads. I could have sworn he scored loads of goals for Celtic. Maybe he scored loads in the cups and stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe so.
But what was I going to say? When he was at Southampton, I think he was at Southampton at the same time as Dejan Lovren was at Southampton. And
oh, you mean the world's greatest defender?
And this guy that he had this conversation with was like, well, obviously of the two, Lovren's clearly the classy defender, and Van Dijk's just there. He's the one making Van Dijk look better just by him being there. So Lovren signs for Liverpool for 20 million. Is shit. And
got to a World Cup final and self-proclaimed himself to be the greatest defender in the world. So even Klopp at that point went,
might have been a mistake. So Liverpool then realise what a horrendous mistake they've made.
Put the wrong one.
So have to now sign his ex-central partner to cover up for the fact that he's fucking wank.
So they played him together for a bit, but Matic just absolutely owned that place.
They really need to get another centre half because
neither
one of them
it's pinned on Gomez, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, in theory, yeah. When Gomez is fit, he slots.
And
in
you would
the
argue
centre.
that Van Dijk's like a good role model for him there. A bit
definitely.
of experience with some
Absolutely.
youth.
But yeah, Van Dijk. My mate was calling it for years that he's probably the best central defender in the world. It's probably come. It's clearly come to fruition. That he is.
Overrated, underrated.
For Van Dijk, I don't think he's either. I think he's properly rated.
Yeah. To say that Van Dijk is underrated is like when Paul says that Hybrid Theory is an underrated album.
No, it's just rated correctly.
Massively underrated. Sold millions of copies.
Well, there you go. Okay then, let's flip it again. Massively underrated. Give us some names.
Players.
Yeah. This is going to cause some consternation.
Massively underrated.
So players who probably should be playing for a higher club, but for some reason they're not.
Joe Lolly.
Oh dear.
No.
Joe Lolly.
Oh, there we go. Massively overrated. Jack fucking Grealish. Way too much hype for a kid who's done basically nothing.
But a lot of the hype came from when in that relegation season, though, didn't it?
So he played well for a team going around.
Yeah.
Well done.
But then he made an ass of himself, getting caught like pissed up on street sides and stuff like that, didn't he? I can't really say that I've watched enough of him this year to see whether he has.
Every game I've seen him, he's just throwing himself to the floor.
I mean, there was that time when that guy did run on like classroom, though, right?
Yeah, that was absolutely uncalled.
Like, we'll let him off on that one.
As much of a dick as he is.
Instantly, has anyone seen? On a totally different topic, has anyone seen that that video with Arnold Schwarzenegger at that school?
No.
Getting drop kicked.
Yeah.
How have you not seen that?
My brother showed it me the other week. I'm
Like
like,
both angles.
because I've only seen it from the camera that's interviewing him, and then
So
the guy
there's
comes.
a second angle.
Is there?
There's the angle from behind. The one from behind is loads better because you actually see. So what initially it was like, oh my god,
They're in like a
some
gym at
guy
a school.
attacked Arnie
Yeah.
by drop kicking him.
But apparently, interviewed after, they were like, "How did it feel?" And he went, "I just thought someone had pushed me."
So
or
Arnie
something like that.
is like, I've no fucking idea what's happening. I thought it was like a big group, like a hustle bustle, and I've been knocked. The video that's from
Some
behind.
guy runs from behind and then just
This
full
guy
on
comes
drop kicks
charging.
into his shoulder.
Drop kicks him in the back, but what then came off the back of it was everyone going, look at Arnie, look how he takes it. Guy drop kicks him in the back and he's basically like,
Just like leans
it's like
forward
he's
a
drop
little.
kicked a wall.
So I'm just like, obviously this kid's just thought,
So
I'm
Arnie's
going to have instant fame here. I'm going to be the guy that takes
No,
Arnie out of
no,
the school.
Arnie gets massive props for taking it like a champ and barely noticing that some kids drop kicked
I'll
him
show
in
you
the
after,
back.
it's funny.
Say what you want. The man can take a drop kick.
I'm struggling for massively underrated.
I'm trying to think of like players this season who have been like sort of, I'll give you one. Andy Robertson probably doesn't get the sort of like the
Yeah,
praise or whatever he deserves.
I don't
or
think of
something
him as underrated because I rate him as the best left back in the Premier League.
Yeah,
But maybe other people don't. I mean, I think we've talked about this. Was it when we went out to watch football? Like, I think out of all the positions, like if you looked at a 4-4-2 or 4-3-3, I think across the Premier League, the left back is probably the weakest position
so
in terms of strength in depth.
I think this was something that came up last week, but because we weren't doing the football podcast, we didn't end up doing it. But it was top 11 sides.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You have to put together a 1 to 11.
You can have one player.
And you
from
can
the
only
top
pick
11
one
sides.
player from each of the teams in the top 11. Do you put Andy Robertson as your left back by default, just because he's the best left back out there?
But then you're limiting yourself by not using any other Liverpool
So that
players.
means you don't get Salah, you don't get Mane, you don't get Firmino, you don't get Van Dijk.
Henderson. No, see, it's difficult to not have Van Dijk, and you could argue it'd be difficult not to have Alisson.
The problem is
But what
you could argue though with Alisson is that the level of difference between him and
Kasper Schmeichel,
Kepa, probably not that much.
Yeah, but again, you're probably not going to be picking Kepa when you've got
You're
access
probably
to
not.
Hazard there.
Exactly.
And you're not going to pick
So this is the
Ederson
thing. It's
because
a case
all
of,
the
with
other
the keeper, I think you can afford to take a keeper from a side that doesn't have an embarrassment of riches anywhere else other than over
This
the
speaks
pitch.
like a true fancy football veteran.
Yeah. So let's think. In the top 11...
You could argue De Gea, but he's had a shocker this year.
But with De Gea, you're missing out on a Pogba.
No, I don't think there's anyone in the Man United team who you'd really think they're the best at what they do.
Fucking hell, you really are. You're scraping the barrel there, aren't you, with the fucking Man United players?
Andy, you
Jesus
can be the
Christ.
records man.
Write this down.
Write this down, Andy.
We're gonna put together.
Well, I've got one.
A Premier League team.
Oh, you've got an overrated or an underrated?
I've got an overrated.
Is it with fucking Rooney?
He's gonna. What? You want to?
Always. Rooney, Beckham, two most overrated players in history. But I've got one. He's going to go ballistic when I say this name.
Is it Joe Lolly?
No.
Right, so you must play for Liverpool
No.
because it's your second team.
Overrated or underrated?
According to what I've just looked at here, overrated.
I know what he's going to say. LG.
LG?
Grab him. Because he looked through his book.
Because I looked through my book and I remembered saying at some point, he picks him every week, never gets a point because never scores. In all of those picks,
it's a bit
I think
weird.
he scored once.
Yeah,
I'm going to go
see-
on a limb and say you're going to struggle to say whether players are over or underrated in the Championship.
Yeah, it is difficult. And with Grabban, what I'll say is, excellent starts to the season. Like up until like November, I think he was like the top scorer in the league at one point. Yeah, he got quite a lot of injuries, and when he became fit again, was the point where we'd already missed out on the playoffs, and he started really pushing Asfarad to kind of like.
I can't remember off the top of my head. Did he fucking score against Borough in both games?
No, in the second game it was
Lolly got 2 and
Milosevic and Lolly 2.
Fucking Milosevic.
Got into Sweden, scored for somewhere, didn't they? No, he came on, but they were really pushing Asfarad for like the last few games of the season.
Yeah.
Just because obviously see what he can do. It turns out, I was going to mention it earlier, that Rangers are looking for him, and so are Besiktas now.
Interesting.
But I didn't realise he's Iranian. He's on there. He's on the. He's away with
Chilling out with
Al.
Al-Riyaj Jahanbach.
Yeah, right. Let's get this team nailed. I reckon we can do this.
Let's get this
I
team.
think this is going to be interesting.
Nailed it!
So did you
What am I
follow?
No.
You 1 to 11, 1 to 11 team.
Right,
So we're looking at. Are we just
what
going
we'll
with
do is we'll go through the teams.
what is the formation? Are we going 4-3-3? Are we going 4-2-3-1?
Am I just writing 1 to 11?
Yes.
For now, yeah.
I've got the 11 teams.
We're
here.
And are you
the
doing
four-
this each, or are you doing...
I think we'll try and do
it's
it.
actually
We'll try and do it joint.
If we can agree. It's going to be 4 at the back.
I think we stick with a flat back 4.
Yeah.
We go with the standard 2 centre halves, left back, right back,
Yeah.
and then we'll play with the fluidity when we get.
Right. Okay. So defend.
Right. So these
So
are the teams.
are we going to short?
You might need to write the teams down the side as well.
Yeah.
Down the other side.
we're
So
only allowed one player
because we have to
for each
cross
team.
them off as we go along.
So
So you got Man City
Can
at
I
the
write
top.
them underneath?
Of course, come. Man City.
MC for sure.
In fact, I'm going to. We need to try and do this from memory. So you need to do.
It's all right. The fact that you've got it on the screen. So top 11: Man City,
Mhm.
Liverpool,
Mhm.
Chelsea,
Mhm.
Tottenham,
Yes.
Arsenal,
Yes.
Man United,
Correct.
Wolves,
Yeah.
I'm already lost.
Leicester.
Oh.
Oh.
I might actually the first 4.
Everton,
Yes.
Leicester,
Yes.
Watford. Oh, there's one snuck above Watford.
Yeah.
This is number 10.
Yeah.
So Watford were 11.
Yeah.
Who's number 10? Who's number 10? Who's number 10? West Ham.
Get that man a point. Don't give him a point. So, immediately there, I'm thinking work from the bottom up.
Was West Ham 11?
West Ham was 10, Watford was 11.
So Watford.
I'm thinking work from the bottom up, and we'll try and sort of like
Right, okay.
Right, I'm missing
the best places out.
5 to 10.
Oh dear. So
Arsenal.
So it was Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Tottenham.
You got those. Arsenal.
Man
United.
United.
Wolves.
Fuck me.
Everton. Leicester.
Okay.
West Ham.
I'll tell you something, right? So West Ham finished 10th with a -3 goal difference. Wolves finished 7th with a 1
It's
goal
just
difference.
because Man City.
Fucking
It's because Man City and Liverpool were that good.
I know, but one goal difference.
I know.
Absolutely brilliant. It was quite funny the season before this one. Obviously, Man City got the 100 points, but their goal difference was higher than the team in second place's points. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Yes, I'm thinking work from the bottom.
Okay. So
upwards. So
Watford.
who would you say is Watford's best player?
Delafeu?
Doesn't start for him every week.
No.
Off the top of my head, it's either going to be Decore or Capoue.
What positions are we in?
They're both midfielders. I was under the impression that Decore was sort of a attacking midfielder.
So we'd be in the 3 rather than the
So
2.
of you three,
Are we going with the 4-2-3-1 or are we just going with the 4-3-3? Because I reckon there's a lot of strikers that you're going to.
but of the 4-3, excuse me, are you as the 4-3-3? Are we having one holder with 2 sitters, floaters, if you will?
Yeah.
2 wide men.
Yeah,
And a central striker.
like how Liverpool play.
So you'd have Salah as the, or Firmino as the point.
Yeah.
Mane and Salah either side.
Yeah.
Okay, well we'll go for that then. So I'd be tempted to say Decore and have him as one of the 2 floaters.
Oh, it feels weak. Who's their right back?
Jesus Christ, Daryl fucking Yan, man.
No.
Seriously.
Can we come back to Watford?
But this
Yeah.
is the problem.
Right, okay.
You can still face the same issue when you come back to them.
It's alright, because you've got West Ham to do next.
Alright, go on then. I'll concede with him. I can't think of the rest of the team off the top of my head.
So do call.
I can't just get. I've got him in. All I've got in my head is-
Doure. Put him at number 8.
all I've got in my head
Right.
is just a picture of Deeney's face, and I can't see past Deeney.
Deeney. Oh, gee. West Ham. Oh, God. It's off the top of my head. I was either thinking Declan Rice, but again, probably
That's a good
massively
shout.
overrated.
Arnautovic.
Arnautovic or Felipe Anderson did alright towards the end
Yeah,
of
he's
the
supposed to be
season.
getting a move to somewhere else, isn't he?
But he'd probably be one of your front 3. And again, we can probably do much better. It's going to end up being that we're going to have an absolute shithouse defence, average keeper, mentally good front 5.
Well, I was thinking keeper Patricio, maybe,
Yeah, I won't be against that.
or even possibly Pickford.
I was going to say, well, you could argue even like fucking Ben Foster.
Schmeichel. Right, West Ham. What are we going for?
No, keeper
Yeah.
De Gea. I know he's been shaky, but on his day, best keeper in the world. And it means we don't have to pick any of that shower of shite that plays outfield for United.
So I think, is there anyone?
Did we settle on a West Ham?
I can't think of anything.
It's either going to be Declan Rice as your holding midfielder or Felipe Anderson as one of your front 3. For me,
I think you could do better in both positions from better teams up there, but I tend to go towards Rice.
Okay, so stick Declan Rice as a number 4. So at the bottom, you now need to cross off Watford and West Ham. We move to Leicester City.
My first thought here is Chilwell.
Ooh, I like that. Frees up
But
then
you're not
frees up
getting
the Andy
Robertson.
Robertson splot.
Unless you want to go, I don't think you're going to agree with me. Unless you want to go Maguire.
Slabhead. That's what his nickname is. Slabhead. Oh, amazing.
I can't think of any way that you're not going to pick Van Dijk at Liverpool, honestly. But
this is a good
but then you're like,
but then you've
Mane.
I was going to say you're literally just getting rid of 50 goals like that. Same argument with Man City.
Your goals are probably going to be.
How would you decide between Aguero, Sterling? How good Bernardo Silva was this season? Fuck me, Laporte was excellent. That's tough.
I think in terms of forwards, you're probably going to be looking at probably Aubameyang.
We'll come to that.
Yeah.
So Leicester.
Right. So
should we go with Chilwell?
So Chilwell. Who else have they got?
Maguire, Vardy up top.
No.
That Tielemans.
We can do better than Vardy.
Tielemans was getting massive reviews at the end of the season, but I don't actually know where he plays. I assume he's one of the midfield 3.
I think he is one of the midfielders. But he was supposed to be one of Puel's men, wasn't he?
I think he was done on loan, so I think he's going back to wherever he was.
Should we go Chilwell?
I'm happy with Chilwell.
Outside of Robertson, Chilwell's probably the best.
I mean, Danny Rose for me is still there as one of the best one of the best left backs in the country.
I think you've got better options at Tottenham.
Yeah, fair enough. Right, so Leicester, cross them off and stick Ben Chilwell at 3. Oh, I'll tell you something.
Interesting.
I hope this gets a good rating, because this is a one for debate. Seriously, if you're out there and you're listening, give us your thoughts. Give us your 1 to 11.
You know Stu's.
You know the rules.
You know Stu will.
I think Stu will be up for that.
Yeah.
This is tough though. Right.
Next.
Everton.
Right, so
you said Pickford.
Oh no,
before.
did we not go De Gea for the?
I don't know. We never officially settled on it, but
that's where we're going.
Just how poor United have been out.
Well, do you want to put him in then? I know we said we could do it in order.
I mean,
that's clear.
You can make a lot of arguments, but I think on his day, I don't think there's a better keeper than him.
De Gea,
number 1, and then cross him off, and then cross United.
So that rules out Pickford. So who have you got at Everton?
I was going to say Luca Dean, but he plays at left back. Seamus Coleman, right back, good, dependable. Fucking hell, Alexander Arnold, another one at Liverpool. Fucking hell.
We haven't used Liverpool yet though, but I don't know how I feel about Arnold.
Richarlison scored a few.
Talk about him moving again for massive money as well.
The Barca, maybe. I'm trying to think.
Who's your man that was on? Who's the midfielder that was on loan?
Andre Gomez.
Shout.
Do you know what? Honestly, don't think I've seen a single second of him play this season, so I can't comment because I just haven't seen him play. That's a really tough one for me, Everton.
Theo.
Oh Jesus. Sigurdsson.
I've been disappointed by Sigurdsson, honestly. I know he brings a name.
He's picked up. He's certainly started getting more towards the end of the season.
I'm not going to lie, when we first came up with this, I probably thought Pickford.
For me, it'd either be
Calvert-Lewin.
It'd either be Richarlison, Sigurdsson, or Seamus Coleman.
Not happy about Coleman, honestly.
Take him off the table then. Number 2 still up for grabs. So it'd either be Richarlison.
It just feels like a weak. Well, let's go Sigurdsson. But then that's midfield locked out. He's a midfielder.
So you put him as 7?
Well, we've already locked out the other 2 midfield spots.
Have we?
With Decore and Rice.
Did we go Declan Rice number 4?
Yeah. So It's actually midfield complete.
There's not a lot of creativity in there, is there?
Sigurdsson should be classed as a creative midfielder.
We're classing Decore and Sigurdsson as our creative forces.
I think you can class Sigurdsson as a creative player.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, I'd absolutely prefer if you Sigurdsson for me is just like a budget Ericsson.
Ooh. Wolves cross Everton off the list.
So
Sigurdsson was at 7.
Sigurdsson.
Oh, I can't wait to see how he pronounces all these names when I read it back to him.
Wolves.
So, immediately we've ruled out Matinho, Ruben Neves, and anyone else that plays in midfield for him.
Patricio.
We can't have Patricio, and we can't have whoever their left back is. However,
Doherty.
we can have Matt Doherty, who's
Is
their
he
right back,
right?
and he's been getting goals this
So
season.
the left back is that
Johnny.
Johnny.
And then Diogo Jota, I think, was the other midfielder that I couldn't think of. Then up top they had that Raul Jimenez.
Was he on loan? Looking to buy
He
him?
was, but they've already signed him.
Oh, right, yeah.
I'm trying to think who else they had up front. I know they had Traore coming off the bench from quite a lot and just absolutely ripping defenders to pieces like he was the season before for...
He just looks like... whenever I see Traore, he just looks like... I don't know, like an unguided rocket. I don't like. Do you know he just feels like he's out of control. Like you just point him and just let him go.
My mate Chrissy just said he's it could be the fastest person he's ever seen, but literally doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't. He looks like he's never seen a football before in his life. And stuff like that. Wolves could be a tricky one.
Can we come back to Wolves?
I think we might have to come back to Wolves.
Right, so you've already used De Gea
United.
For number
We've got
6.
De Gea. So we move
Arsenal.
to the Arsenal.
I'm gonna throw out Aubameyang.
I would be very happy with that. I think since he's signed, he's like second or third goal scoring.
He had a good end to last season as well, didn't he?
I'm happy with that. So number 9.
Are we putting him in the middle, or are we throwing him out on the side?
You can argue it's going to be a pretty fluid front three.
Right, number 9, Aubameyang.
Number 9, Aubameyang.
Enjoy that one.
Good luck spelling that one. Look at you. Don't even care, man. So in theory, we should have 5 slots left.
So the top 4.
The top 4 and
plus
Wolves.
So Tottenham.
Spurs, fuck. We've already used up the midfield slot, so we can't have Ericsson.
Trippier's already still an option.
Trippier's still an option at right back, although you could argue he's had a disappointing season.
Right,
culminating in the fact that he's been dropped from the England squad.
I'd be potentially throwing out Son for this.
Ooh, very good season.
I like Ericsson, but there's no place for him.
Unless you play him as one of the front 3.
No.
Other than that, could you argue we could have Vertonghen or not Vermaelen?
So we've still got both centre backs and right back.
Both the centre half slots and the right back slot available to be filled.
And then 2 forwards.
Yeah. So I'd say Vertonghen potentially or Alderweireld.
Either or for me.
I do like Son though. Son's had an hell of a season.
Right. So then, where are you pulling these 2 centre backs from? I'd be going with Van Dijk for Liverpool.
For me, centre halves, I'd be tempted to say Laporte and Van Dijk.
You like Laporte?
Laporte is quality. Such a good defender.
It's just so many creative players for Man City.
Yeah, but that means that we just put in.
I think by default
Chelsea we have to put Hazard in, I'm assuming.
Yeah, on the left. By default,
stick 11 Hazard, and then cross Chelsea off.
I think you're gonna end up coming back to Doherty just because.
I think so.
There's no other option.
So we're sticking Son in from Spurs
on the right.
On the right, so
number
as number.
No, we've already given 7. So it'd be number 10. Son.
So that's
cross Spurs out.
Spurs are gone.
I think we can agree you can cross Wolves out and put Doherty as
so
number
Doherty
2.
is number 2. And then get rid of Wolves. So that should leave us with 2 slots. Is it 5 and 6?
I just find it weird that we've come to the conclusion that out of those 2 teams who've scored all those goals, picking a centre back for both of them.
But you're doing it on strength of position, aren't you, really? And they're arguably the 2 strongest centre halves in the division. And how many goals have we still got up top?
You've still got... Son must have been like 15.
He must have been in 15-20.
Aubameyang share a golden boot.
Yeah.
And Hazard.
Again.
Probably
16, 17 goals. So, Andrew.
Yes.
Go through our 1 to 11. 1 player picked from each team.
I'm still missing 2.
Oh, sorry. Van Dijk and Laporte. So, Van Dijk 4.
Oh.
Sorry, Van Dijk 5.
Yeah.
Laporte 6. Go.
Number 1, De Gea. Number 2, Doherty. 3, Chilwell. 4, Rice. 5, Van Dijk.
Ooh, hang on. Who's the captain in this team? I reckon we've just named him.
So who are club captains?
So work it down. So Company, Jord.
Who's captain when Company doesn't play though? Because I always think of Company as the club captain, but the on the pitch captain not, because he's not on the pitch. He's not.
Silver?
Is it Silver?
I think so.
Right, okay.
Might even be Fernandinho. I honestly can't
Liverpool
remember.
is Van Dijk, isn't it?
No,
It's Hendo. Yeah.
Chelsea, Aspilicueta. Oh, I do like Aspilicueta at right back.
Yeah, but at the expense of Hazard.
No.
And then you'd
Spurs.
have to put Jimenez up front.
Or is it Lloris? I think it's Lloris. Arsenal is... There's a question. Who the fuck's Arsenal's
all I've
captain?
got in head is Mertesacker, but he's not there.
Who the fuck's Arsenal's captain?
It can't be Ramsey.
I honestly don't know.
Go through Arsenal's squad.
So you got Leno in goal.
Not captain.
I imagine Czech if he plays.
Yeah, but they must have a captain in the Premier League when Czech
Who was
doesn't
playing right back? Maitland-Niles, definitely not him. Socrates and... Oh, Koscielny.
Yes. Obvious now.
United.
Pogba. No. It's not De Gea, is it?
I don't think so. It was Valencia. But then he won't get in games.
Then did it become Young?
Yeah, but then he won't get in games. I don't know, God.
But who plays when Young doesn't play?
Sure.
I'll bet you it's Smalling.
Oh, God, I hope not.
Because, well, Louis van Gaal famously named him...
Mike Smalling.
when he was vice captain, not me. Is it Pogba?
It might be Pogba. I can't remember.
It's disappointing, isn't it?
It really, isn't it? Wolves? Conor Cody.
Yes.
Everton. James Coleman.
Oh, do you know? I don't know. No, is it Sigurdsson?
No, I thought it was James Coleman.
All right.
Leicester. Where's Morgan still?
Yeah.
That's not his name. Where's Morgan still?
West Ham.
West Ham. I think we've missed someone out here.
No, Leicester were 9.
Yeah, but who's 8?
Everton.
Sorry. West Ham.
Oh, I couldn't tell you.
Fucking hell. Zabaleta?
Does he even get a play?
Noble.
Yes.
And then Watford. Deeney. Has to be Deeney.
Yeah, I don't know when he don't play because he don't play all the time.
Surely captain has to be Van Dijk in this.
Yes.
And he's lost the will to live already.
This is football podcast gold.
It really is. It really, really is.
What number were we up to?
I think we were 5.
5.
Van Dijk.
Yeah.
Hort.
Yeah.
Don't need to put captain. Put big C there.
Yeah.
Square out. Sigurdsson.
Ducore.
Aubameyang.
Mm-hmm.
Son.
Mm-hmm.
Hazard.
I'm happy.
It's a great team.
I'm happy with that front line.
It's a world-beating team.
You could argue possibly slightly weak in the midfield.
I'm going to have a little look and see, because I'm sure there was something on Sky Sports where it was...
Have they come up with a pundits one there?
And see how close we've got to it. Premier League.
What Andy doesn't know is I'm going to suggest... are we doing the Championship version?
No.
What, because we won't be able to decide whether Pantilimon or Randolph are better? I tell you, that's a fair shout, right? If you did the Championship one, Burrows would be Randolph, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I know what Forest would be.
Picking a team of the season in which you can only use one each. You can only use one each Premier League side. Jesus Christ, that was worded terribly.
Have they done one?
The Suns' dream team appears to have done one.
Right. Go on, give it the reveal.
Oh, I don't think they've done it based on the top 11. Actually, they've just done it based on the whole of the Premier League.
But only one from each squad.
Yeah, only one from each squad.
Go on. Then.
Keeper Fabianski.
Where's Fabianski?
West Ham.
Right. Okay.
Right back. Wan-Bissaka from Palace. I quite like that.
Is he the England squad?
Don't think he ever got there. Centre back. V. D. Tick.
Virgil van Dijk. Incidentally, I think we just need a moment to just enjoy the fact he's called Virgil.
Andy plays with
Virgil on the back
of his shirt.
Amazing. Like he's a fucking Brazilian or something.
Amazing. That's become a thing now, though, isn't it? That you can put basically whatever you want on the back of your shirt. You need to
whatever you're registered with.
Special dispensation from the Premier League.
Started with Pedersen. Yeah.
Gamst. Centre back partner. Jan Vertonghen.
Continue that.
Left back. Ben Chilwell. 2. Defensive midfield. Abdoulaye Doucouré, so we've got him slightly further forward than them. Central midfield, Ruben Neves, Wolves.
Do you know what? When you said Ruben, I was getting excited.
Ugh. Central midfield, Paul fucking Pogba.
We done it on
right wing, Raheem Sterling. Left wing,
Eden Hazard. Striker,
ooh.
Right, who have we missed here? We haven't got an Arsenal yet. But have they gone Lacazette?
They've got Lacazette!
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Teams not used. Everton, Newcastle, Bournemouth, Burnley, Southampton, Brighton, Cardiff, Fulham, Huddersfield. Shock that they didn't go for anyone from
Huddersfield. Jesus.
Surely Cardiff were rife with
oh man, yeah.
Oh, Salah. Too soon.
I don't understand. I don't get it.
For Cardiff.
Oh,
He said why don't they use a Cardiff player?
So it's full of great players.
Oh no. Yeah, so
I'd be if we can ever engage in someone to participate, that's the one.
That'd be amazing. Because that was tough.
Yeah, they had it a bit easier using one from each squad. There's too much margin for error there.
But saying that, I mean, they use pretty much the same teams as us. I think they swapped out Palace.
They've got Palace in there.
other than that, they kept it exactly the same. I don't know if that's a wrap or if there's a quiz. I have no idea.
There's the last of the unused quizzes.
Go on.
What one was that one?
I could do a quiz. We can do it.
Having looked at it, it's a bit. Well, I don't know. I've looked at previous ones and gone, I don't know if that's going to be very good, and it's turned out to be better than others. Having looked at what
I
it
need
is,
to dig out my book. What?
That's yours.
Oh, is it? Is mine not down there? Oh, is this yours?
Will be.
That me? That Paul? Wait, you've got a special pen somewhere.
It's back at my house.
He bought that for the quizzing.
I know, but I took it home.
This is Paul's book.
It says there, Paul's book.
Must be yours then.
As I've said many times before, we literally cannot get away from the fact that the Daily Mail do seem to produce reasonable football quizzes. This, once again, is from dailymail.co.uk. Take from that what you will. As always, play along at home. Send us your results, especially if you beat whoever wins this week. But
It'll be Paul.
Well, I don't know. I think this is very open to interpretation. I will also be playing along. It's one of those. What I will say is the season, as far as the quizzes are concerned, probably there aren't enough weeks left for you to pull it back out there.
We've got next week. We've got Nations League week.
It's currently 16-5 in the standings.
As I say.
I don't think there's enough seasons for me to pull it back.
So, the question I have for you, gentlemen, is: can you guess some of the most unusual jobs that footballers have found themselves in after retiring?
Excellent.
Like it. I like it.
So, yes or no?
Yes, I believe we can.
Cool.
How many questions?
I believe there's 20. Now, I wouldn't be put off by the first one, because all I can say is even I know the answer to this one. Number 1, Eric Cantona.
Could be a couple of different options here.
There are 4 options, in fact. Advertising manager, dentist, actor, plumber.
Plumber. Excellent. That's top on there.
Incidentally, when we went to the supermarket the other day to get you wanky beer, he spots the Kronenberg and goes, "Is that Cantona?" Yes, it is.
Excellent.
Number 2, Curtis Woodhouse. Engineer, professional boxer, human resources officer, or firefighter.
Firefighter.
Number 3, Ramon Vega.
Oh, balls.
Website developer, surveyor, financial manager, electrician. Number 4, Tim. I'm going to go with Wise.
Tim Wiese.
I don't know who that is.
That's probably not going to help you.
Can you give me a bit of a bio on him? What did he do after retirement, Paul?
I believe he became a...
Well, he was either a roofer, a police officer, a model, or a wrestler.
Can you just at least tell me who he played for? Because I've got absolutely
He's a
no
German
idea.
goalkeeper. I think he might have played for Dortmund.
Folks.
It's another good name.
It's all great up until the end. Number 5, Arjun D. Ziu.
Ian Dazou.
Did he play for Southampton?
Portsmouth.
Southampton?
I don't know if he played for Southampton, but he definitely played for Portsmouth. Ariane Dazou.
Was he a police detective, a teacher, a carpenter, a forester?
Do you actually know these?
Nope, that's the first one I've not had an idea about.
Number 6, Thomas Brolin. Hotel owner, physiotherapist, poker player, interior designer.
Ah, good old Slender Thomas.
I was just about to say.
Can anyone ever think of Thomas Brolin without thinking of
He let
whatever
himself
that
go a
little
little, didn't
celebration was?
Yes.
He let himself go before he even signed for Leeds.
he? 7, Danny Osvaldo.
Right.
Musician, nightclub owner, professional snowboarder, or chef.
Now, I think he's the one who signed for Southampton.
I was
What was
thinking lower down.
Fucking mental. Something like going back to Juve or Genoa or something like that.
Number 8. Oh, now then. Frank Leboeuf.
Franck Leboeuf.
The beef.
Graphic designer, actor, architect, photographer. Okay.
Enjoying this.
Number 9. Dion Dublin.
I think we all know.
Fitness trainer, estate agent, security guard, TV presenter.
Could have been musical instrument creator.
You explained this before.
The Doob.
No, isn't it a square drum or
Basically
something?
a box. It's a percussive box. You hit it in different areas that have different sounds to it.
He's explaining this.
And it's called the Doob.
I know exactly what you are referring to.
But I think we all know the
Buskers
answer.
use them a lot.
Yeah, one side's got like a snare bit to
Yeah.
it, so it's got that.
Number 10. Jodie Craddock.
Oh, I don't know this one.
Urban planner,
You mean you've known all the other ones?
writer, curator, painter.
Give me the options again, sorry.
Urban planner, writer, curator, painter.
I'm really disappointed if you actually know all these.
Oh, motherfucker.
You're not right.
Number 11.
I am, because I think I could win this. Or I thought this one might have a go at.
Philip Mulrine.
Phil Ryan.
Oh,
United. Was he United?
yeah.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Financial
I love how
advisor.
before you've even said it, he's like, oh yeah. Fucking hell.
Financial advisor, deacon, travel agent, occupational therapist.
He plays for Norwich, didn't he?
Hang on.
Okay.
I've had a pen failure.
Wouldn't be the first time, would it? 12. Fabian Barthez. Architect, photographer, racing driver, optometrist.
They're really pushing architect in this quiz, aren't they?
One of them will be.
One of them must be. Question 13. Well, person 13. Jose Manuel Pinto.
I don't
I think
actually
he
know
used to
that.
play as
ends.
a keeper for Barca.
Well, the picture would suggest you might be right.
I remember
Music
Ricardo
producer.
Sapinto and João Pinto.
He had a wonderful ponytail from what I can remember.
Music producer. Radio DJ. Website designer. Dancer. I'll tell you something, I like select it and then the way these are done is it reveals a different picture to the one it started with.
Like in their new profession.
Yeah, so some of the pictures it reveals is like, the fuck? Like that one is very much the actual fuck.
I'm really hoping there's a name that you're going to pull out here and you aren't going to have a fucking clue how to pronounce it.
Oh, would it be question 14 by any chance? Literally, I'm looking at it going, a motherfucker. Right.
This is what people are tuning in for.
Does it start with a B?
No. I set myself a personal goal for today. So I'm really trying. Gaiska
Mendieta.
I thought it was Gaika or something.
Gaiska.
Okay.
Lawyer, hairdresser, estate agent, DJ.
So,
I'm not sure
you should know Mendieta.
I should know that one, but I have no
It's a
idea.
bit of a Borough favourite.
I tied at the borough.
Give me the options again. I was obsessing over the pronunciation.
Then you have missed it.
Come
Question
on.
15.
No.
Nope.
Right, we're coming back to it.
Nope. Yeah. Question 15. Gavin Peacock.
Alright.
Ooh, I think I've heard this one before.
Social worker, teacher, pastor, counsellor.
You spent all those professions apart from counsellor.
Pretty much.
My local counsellor.
16. Lee Bauer.
Bowyer.
Bowyer. Fell there miserably.
Oh, what's going to happen here? Because he's... I mean, could it just be the obvious?
Well, we'll find out, won't we?
Groundskeeper. Fishing lake owner. Heating and air conditioning mechanic. Roofer.
Or the fifth option, playoff winning manager.
Bower.
Lee Bowyer.
What were the options?
He's a manager who just got out and promoted.
This is insane.
Groundskeeper. Fishing lake owner. Heating and air conditioning mechanic. Or a roofer.
Well, as far as
To
I'm
me,
concerned,
there's
there's
only
only
one
one
that makes
possible.
sense.
Yeah.
I really hope we've run for the same one there.
17. Stuart Ripley.
Oh, God, it's another ex-Borough.
Did he play for Borough? I just remember him at... He was in Blackburn's title
From the
winning...
Borough.
Blackburn's title winning right
Borough boy.
right winger, right?
No, left wing. Oh, no, Jason Wilcox was
Yeah.
Public relations specialist. Surveyor. Solicitor. Financial advisor. Oh, mother bitch.
Does this one begin with a B?
Yeah,
Bishenti Lizarazu?
you are correct. Computer programmer. Psychiatrist. Fire inspector. Jiu-jitsu martial artist.
Do you know this one?
Yeah. It's been in 442 several times.
$19. Kaka Kalad.
Kakakaladze.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Is this Kaká?
No, this is a Georgian
Kaka.
Georgian defender who used to play for AC Milan.
Right.
Politician. Doctor. Financial advisor. Legislator.
Ooh, legislator, eh?
Wow. And your final one, number 20. I mean, to me, that's just Jersey.
Yetzi Dudek?
Yeah. Probation officer, police officer, engineer, racing driver.
Say it again.
Oh.
Come on. I need all the help I can get. I was trying to spell the answer for number 19 for the third time. I need my options. Can you remember the options?
No.
Probation officer, police officer, engineer, racing driver.
Right. Can I also have number 14, which was Guy Comendieta? Come on.
No.
It's the Borough one. He's going to know it, and I don't know it.
I'll give you two of the options.
Is one of them the right answer?
And neither of them will be the right one. Hairdresser.
Come on, give me the options.
That's your option, hairdresser. So why there was or it wasn't. Lawyer, hairdresser, estate agent, DJ, or somebody who listens to the answers in quizzes.
Ooh.
So, I can tell you...
Phil would read it out again for me.
I can tell you that your score to beat...
7 on 20.
8 on 20. I will now refresh the page, so I will end up with 20 out of 20 when I do it again. One of that, there was a couple I was like I say, when the picture changed, it was like, wow.
Yeah, you might have to show us some of those pictures as we go along.
Yeah, I think you should do it as you go along. Show it to the camera.
So, number one, obviously nobody knows that Eric Cantona was a plumber.
Might have been one of his acting roles.
Obviously Cantona became an actor.
Didn't know whether you were going to go for beach footballer.
For the multiple adverts he's done, and the fact that, he was in a movie and things.
Looking for Eric is excellent.
Yeah, we see it.
It is good, really good. And I'm sure he's done loads of French movies as well.
Totally.
Yeah, he's done loads.
But I mean, that YouTube channel he's got is incredible as well.
Curtis Woodhouse
I've got boxer.
is a professional, or retired to being a professional boxer. Ramon Vega.
Financial manager.
I've put that as well.
Financial manager.
Now, James, if you've not put this, you should be kicking yourself for the next one.
Tim Wyeth.
I think he's a wrestler.
Give that man a point. Pro wrestler.
Arjan Daisy.
Ayan Dazayan.
Right, I don't know why, I've gone police detective.
I've gone Forrester.
Police detective.
Ooh, James moves ahead.
Thomas Brolin.
Poker player.
Poker, yeah?
Poked her. I mean, like say, let himself go a little bit there.
This is the point where some of these are now out and out.
Yeah, these some of them, the majority of these movies.
I don't know how to
are all
get
guesses,
to get them all so far.
Danny Osvaldo.
Musician?
I've gone chef.
Ooh, back to level pegging. Musician. Frank Leboeuf.
Actor.
I've gone actor as well.
He's an actor.
Yeah.
Dion Dublin.
Homes Under the Hammer, you say?
Oh, I went estate agent. No offence. 2%.
Smart ass motherfucker.
Jodie Craddock.
Writer?
I've guessed at writer as well.
Jodie Craddock is a painter.
Really?
A good one by the looks of things. If he painted that picture, it's fucking brilliant. Philip Mulrain.
I believe he's the first of a couple on this list that turned to the higher powers. And he became a deacon.
I went occupational therapist. I didn't know.
A deacon apparently.
Oh, see, I haven't got a deacon on the rest of the list either.
There is another deacon on this
Fabian
list.
Barthez.
Something in the back of my head, or again from a 442 magazine, says he's a racing driver.
Weird for a keeper.
Weird.
I've gone architect.
Should have gone with racing driver. Now this was the one where I was like, wow.
I'm really hoping, because of your reaction, that I've got this right.
Jose Manuel Pinto.
And what were the options then?
Website designer, music producer, dancer, radio DJ.
I've gone for DJ.
I've gone for dancer because I'm hoping he's going to be in some horrendous flamenco get-up.
So when I was answering it, I selected music producer. So the picture flipped to show the guy with Will Smith, because he's a music producer.
Nice.
I don't actually know the footballer, so...
Jose Manuel Pinto.
The original picture, I think you can get us to spin round.
You said he had a pony.
Yeah, he used to have a ridiculous...
So the original picture was him sat next to Messi.
Oh, well, you did say about
like a press conference or something.
Gaisca Mendieta.
Go on.
I don't know this one. I've put estate agent, but I've got a really horrible feeling that my mate's dad might have got him a start as an accountant.
I've also got an estate agent.
You're both wrong, and accountant wasn't on the list.
Okay.
He's a DJ. I actually got that one.
DJ,
right.
interesting.
Gavin Peacock.
He is the second of our Heavenly Father's
Do you know what? I considered it for
children
him,
that he
but I didn't know. I've gone teacher.
Firstly, the picture itself is just horrendous, but I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the camera.
Let me see Gavin Peacock again.
Look at the book.
Oh, yeah.
The book is Sermons to the Church.
He did a bit of punditry for a bit, didn't he, Peacock?
Yeah, because it was absolutely textbook, because it'd always flash up with, Alan Shearer, Premier League winning that,
Balls out.
95. Rude Hullet, multiple, FA Cup winner Chelsea.
Is it Gavin Peacock FA Cup finalist?
European winner, blah, 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 blah. Gavin Peacock, 1994 Chelsea, FA Cup semi-finalist.
Question 16
Right,
is obviously up for debate. Lee Bowyer.
I think it could possibly only be the Fishing Lake owner.
That's what I've got, because surely you can own that and still do management of a football club.
Carp Fishing Lake
it had to
owner
be.
in France.
Because he's literally a manager.
Yeah, exactly.
17 was Stuart Ripley.
Surveyor?
Solicitor.
He is a solicitor. Another terrible picture.
He's still got blonde hair. Is he blondie?
It's a Gina.
Say the name for us.
Vicente Lizarazu.
I have not read as many 442s as you, but I've gone for the martial artist.
Yeah, he's got several black belts in loads of different disciplines, I think.
He was a tiny little fucker as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, great left back.
Jiu-Jitsu martial artist.
He was French. He was in that French World Cup winning team, wasn't he?
And the European Championships.
Yeah.
19 was Kaka Kaldas.
Right.
Kaka Kaladze. I've gone for politician on this one because I think he ended up being.
If you accept that as politician, I had a mind bag who could not spell politician.
Politician.
So what were you saying?
Georgian politician, or he might even be the Prime Minister of Georgia or something.
He's the Deputy Prime Minister of Georgia. Politician. And finally,
Jersey Dudek. Racing driver.
I put part of the Popo.
He's a racing driver.
What gets me is racing drivers are normally small and slight, and that's two keepers that have turned to be racing drivers.
Yeah, but bear in mind, the two goalkeepers was Barthez.
Fair enough.
Jersey Dudek, pretty small.
Was he?
Yeah.
So the new score to beat is 20 out of 20. So crack on. Now then, I've got a weird feeling here.
What?
Do I need to start looking for a tiebreaker?
No,
he's
way in
so.
front.
Are we sure?
Yes, we're sure.
Has anybody got 20?
No.
19?
No.
18?
No.
17?
No.
16?
No.
I thought you'd be further ahead than me than this.
15?
Maybe.
12.
I thought you were like...
There was a run in the middle where he's got 6 wrong.
At one point, I had... What's that? 8 out of 9 at the start.
That's terrible. So, there you go. Again, like I say, you know, some of these quizzes, you look at it like, oh, I don't know if it's going to be any good, and then they turn out to be reasonably entertaining.
I thought that would be one that I might have a chance on. But you've obviously read a lot more magazines than me.
I've stacked about 8 of them at the minute because I don't think I've read a 442 since October, and they come every month. So I've got a large surplus of them to read. 17.5, you say? Okay. Thank you, Andrew. Once again, excellent quiz.
Well, where I found them originally, and that was weeks ago now.
Yeah, Jamesy. And so we come to an end of another fabulous installment.
Are we saying penultimate?
Well,
I think we're if anything, you're going to class that any potential Nations League one as a post-season podcast.
yeah, well, I mean, what we could do next week is obviously we'll wrap up the Champions League final, then do we do like an end-of-season awards?
What? Quizzes, Paul, Andy, predictions, Andy, James. Thanks for turning up.
Well, no, what I was going to say...
Stick to wrestling.
Well, what I was going to say, what we could do...
Stick to your day job.
We could do sort of like we could do a culmination, so we could do like goal of the season, team of the season.
Where will we be for the next, like in relation to the next time we would need to record a wrestling podcast? Can we like amalgamate it around the same time?
There is a sort of pay-per-view, I think. Not this weekend, but the weekend after next. It's when they go to Saudi Arabia again for the old
money in the. It's different to money in the bank. It's money in the pocket.
money in the old back skyrocket.
The dirty dollar. Surely it must be like SummerSlam or something.
Super Showdown from Saudi Arabia. Seriously, oil money. Dirty, dirty, dirty.
Black gold. Yeah. Right. I'm calling the ball.
Excellent. Thank you very much, folks, and we will see you next time. Once again,
I want to see those Premier League.
We want to see those Premier League 1 to 11s with one player from each team. Tough. And I'll be amazed if those teams don't have some of the same players. Till next time, bye for now. Covered in piss.
So there you go. What do you think to that? Well done to Chelsea, and well done to Paul for yet again winning the quiz. Well done to James for trying. YouTube watchers, make sure you YouTube subscribers, drop us some comments, tell us which 11 players you would have in your team. Everybody should jump over to the Cookiecast.com, drop us a line over there, send us some social media love, all that fun stuff. So yeah, the football season's drawing to a close, only a couple of weeks left, but tune in to see what we've got going on those podcasts, and until then, I'll say goodbye.